today's video, I'm going to explain to you why your ROAS is going down when you're scaling up and how to fix that so you can scale up past $1,000 per day with your Facebook ads. So I would say let's get right into it. So, why is your ROAS going down when you're scaling up your Facebook ads? That is basically on two main points. I'm going to walk you through each of these. First one is, the bidding model on Facebook. How Facebook's bidding model works is basically you place a bid on every single impression that you reach. Every single impression within your ads manager is simply, every impression within your ads manager simply means that you won an auction to show this person your ad. Because at any given day, there are so many advertisers out there who are trying to reach the exact person that you are trying to reach. And how that bidding model works is your bid derives from 3 points. First of all, that is your bid, which is if you're on lowest cost automatic, then your estimated action rate, which is how likely the person to take a desired action from your ad. In most cases, if you're in D2C, it's purchase, and then your ad score. This is kind of the relevant score. It's not, the relevant score doesn't exist anymore, but it's basically how good is your ad, how good is your ad perceived by Facebook. Are many people hiding it, are many people engaging with it, all that kind of stuff, right? And that is how your bid comes together. Okay, we've understood how the bid comes together. Now let's take a look at an example. Let me explain to you that graph. So we have the conversions right here on the left side of things, which all of these points are people who are ready to buy, or people who you could theoretically buy, who could buy from your brand, right? And this is the time of the day, This could be like, midnight, and this would be like 11:59 before midnight, right? A whole day, 24 hours. And at any given day, there are obviously a finite amount of people in your audience that are ready to buy, right? Not everybody who will buy tomorrow is ready to buy today, right? And Facebook knows that. So at any given day, there are people who are easier to reach. For example, these ones might be costing you $5 to convert. So your CPA would be $5. You maybe get like a 10x ROAS. But there are also people at any given day who you have to pay, let's say, $25 to reach, to get to convert, right? And this is why not every impression, first of all, is equal, because some people are just way more likely to buy. And not every conversion is equal, because, these ones might be people who've been on your website, website visitor, and Facebook is retargeting them automatically for you. And then those people are people, who, need to see 10 ads from you before they're ready to buy. They need a lot of social proof, a lot of trust, a lot of different impressions, a lot of different ads. They need to see a lot of different ads to convert. And that is why not every conversion is costing you the same amount, right? Okay, we've got this. Now let's assume that this is a daily budget of $100. Right, $100 per day is what you're currently spending, and you're getting, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 conversions, and 100 divided by 7 would be like what, like $12. I don't know. I can't calculate. Let's assume that this would be evening out to $12, right? So you're paying $12 per conversion. Now let's assume you're upping your budget to 200 per day. This is 200 per day. And now you can't, you've already converted those people. So with $100 extra, Facebook needs to go after the people which are in this area. Let's assume that this one is costing you maybe $10. This one is costing you, like say $15. And on average, the CPA increases, right? Because you have to reach people who are harder to convert. So let's say your average CPA shoots up to $13.50, right? Because you just have to pay more to reach those people. And now you're unprofitable, right? Not every impression is bringing you the same amount of money anymore as it used to be before. And question is, how can you get that done? It's important that you understand this equation and how your CPA derives, and that at any given day there's a finite amount of people that react to a sales pitch at any given day. And sales pitch, may kind of tell you something about what I'm going to tell you, but let's assume that this is your ROAS graph. Your ROAS is super, super high, and as it's going up, it goes down. It won't be this linear, whatever, just as an example, right? And how you kind of combat that is by having different sales pitches. You need to have different sales pitches. Have different sales pitches. What is a sales pitch? A sales pitch could be anything which is your ad, right? It could be, let's assume, for example, just for the purpose of this example again, you may have, ad one, which is an image. Then you have ad 2, which is a video, just super, super basic image video. And you run only ad one in your scaling campaign and your ROAS goes down like this. Boom, right? Now you are adding, video 2, which, starts with the same ROAS. And now let's assume you have, ad 2, and that is a video, and it kind of starts at the same high ROAS, but it's just more stable, getting you conversions because more people like your sales pitch. So maybe the ROAS goes down like this, right? So ad 2 is going down like this, ad 1 is going down like this. So now your average kind of increases, right? It's still going down, but at a lower rate, and maybe ends up right here. So now at $1,000 per day, you already have a way higher CPA than compared to just running this one image ad alone, right? And now let's assume you're adding, a different campaign. So things that you could add. First of all, campaign could be, one campaign where you control your bid, because if you know your exact bid at what you're profitable, when you aren't profitable, you can have a cost cap campaign, right? Cost cap, adding a bid. This could lead to some extra spend at a good day, right? Then you could also increase, add more ads with different sales pitches, right? So it could be focus on benefit 1, focus on benefit 2, focus on benefit 3, right? And then you have an image, you have a customer review, and then you maybe have a founder video. And those are your sales pitches. Now, instead of having just one image, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sales pitches. And those 6 sales pitches, let's take a new average, which let's just make this purple. Your new sales pitch is maybe going like this, right? Because all of these combined, these ads combined are, taking off that loss that this one image ad is getting alone, therefore giving you a better ROAS, right? And your ROAS is still decreasing because it will always decrease to a certain amount, but it's not decreasing as much anymore. And this is how you scale up Facebook ads, right? You have one campaign, so one place where you can scale up, and then you add new sales pitches which go after different people, which make it easier for people to convert. You have horizontal scaling efforts like cost cap campaigns, like Advantage Plus campaigns. I have a video about scaling with cost cap, scaling with Advantage Plus, if you want to take a look at that. But that's essentially how you scale up your Facebook ads. You introduce new sales pitches to the board. This way, your average isn't decreasing as much. Therefore, you have more room to scale. And it's as easy as that.